Hi everybody, today I'm going to do my version of Salisbury steak. I'm doing it early today. It's only like 20 after 11 because Jeff has a game to go to and he's supposed to meet Gary around 4, so I'm going to cook early today. First thing you want to do is find a knife. I'm going to use 2 pounds of, what do I always use? Turkey. Come on, get out of there. Come, oh, good. I'm gonna rinse this out a little bit. I was gonna make this yesterday, but then I don't know. By the time we got back, me and Jess, and was watching Todd graduate yesterday. That was one proud moment for Mama. And when I say my version of the Salisbury steak, it's going to have mushrooms and it's going to have onion and the brown gravy, but meat-wise, oh crap, I wanted to take my rings off. Meat-wise, I make it a little bit different. I don't have a green pepper and I didn't feel like going to the store to get one, so hold on, take my rings off. So what I'm going to use is the last little tiny bit of my, oh come on, my pico, because it's got, pepper, green pepper, red pepper, onion, garlic, not a lot, but I am going to put some onion in the meatloaf. What I'm going to do is make like patties, and I'm going to kind of brown them. I'm not going to cook them all the way through, but I'm going to brown them to make sure they hold together, so that, I think that's about all I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, that's not a lot, but that's good. I am going to add more garlic because I like garlic. And I get this. I like it because it's already got some seasons in it and it smells really good. But I add that instead of like breadcrumbs. Now, on these 2 onions, one of them is going to go in it. The other one is going to get sliced for putting in the gravy that I'm going to make with the mushrooms. I'm going to do these, and then I will make the patties. Then I will put them in the pan, and then I will start to brown them, and then I'm making a mess. And then I will, once I think the patties are good enough to my liking, then I will make the gravy with the mushroom and the other rest of the onion, put all of it together, put this in, and then I will put it in with the patties. There we go. I love my little chomper. This has a slicer on it too. I should try to use that for doing my onion for the slices. Okay, there. I set that off to the side for now. Okay. I don't want to have this really soupy, like I don't want it like a meatloaf. I want it thicker than that because I want to make it into patties. And I got these too. I got the beefy onion. That's going to go in the gravy. And then the regular onion packet is going to go in the meat. But this is going to be my, and then I'm going to serve it over mashed potatoes. but I want to get it done before Jeff goes to work, or goes to the game. I was going to add a jalapeno to it, but I don't think he wants to do spice today. Let me put some. I will be doing this in stages. Oh, I don't want to use my guitar. Because I don't want to run too long on a, oh, look at, I got my, it's romper weather, yeah. I don't want to make it too long of a video, because if I do, and I have issues trying to, why can I never rip these damn things open? If I make too long of a video, I have a hell of a time getting them to download. It's turning into a freaking headache. I did go to Verizon yesterday because Garth was having issues with his phone, but I guess last night it finally got working once he got into Wi-Fi to download whatever it was they wanted him to download. It's a SIM, but it was like a virtual SIM. It's not like a hardcover piece of SIM that you put in your phone. It's just one that you can download. I also use these little beef. These are what I'm going to do with my gravy. I've got 3 of these little packets. It's these. I get these. You get 12 packets. You can get them in chicken. You can get them in beef. Okay, once I get this going, I can put my, I'm going to put some more of the breading in, and then my seasons, and then I will move the recording over to the other side. I should get my pan out, and I'll get all that out, throw some oil down, and then start browning these. Let's do onion powder, paprika, smoked, garlic powder, Himalayan I don't put a lot of salt. I try not to, because Jeff always adds salt. He adds salt regardless if it needs it or not. If I tell him I put no salt in it, he puts a certain amount of salt. I tell him I did put salt in it, he still puts a certain amount of salt. So I try not to put a lot of it on. Pepper, he don't say shit about, which is good because I probably wouldn't listen to him anyhow. Okay, let's try some more of these. There. Let's also, for the hell of it, throw in a couple of, come on baby, get out, eggs. Which, this is the part I really don't like. But I did get some requests, though, from Todd yesterday. Because he don't like certain foods, or he likes certain foods that he can't have because they're not allowed at his prison. It offends some people's beliefs. Like, he don't even say the word pig. He calls it swine. They're not allowed to... Oh, this is getting, I'm going to have to add more breadcrumbs to this. This is, the egg really made it soupy. They're not allowed to have pork at the prison because some people's religion consider it sacred, and they're not going to go over those boundaries, so they're not allowed to have it. So one of the things at his graduation, they had these different sandwiches, turkey and cheese, ham and cheese, and I can't even remember what the other one was. Roast beef and something. But anyways, he took, of course, the ham sandwich because they're not allowed to have ham, and he loves ham. And he opened up the sandwich, and there was a piece of, pineapple. And he pulled it off the sandwich. I'm like, what are you doing? He says, I don't like pineapple. I said, oh my God, give me that. So I grabbed this pineapple, and I ate it. He lifted the piece of bread up off the other side, so I ate that one. And then he says, the worst thing you ever did, Mom, was when you started making your homemade pizzas and putting pineapple on it. I'm like, it's called a Hawaiian pizza. I love pineapple on my pizza. He said, I hate it. So, wow, I'm going to use this whole thing almost. So he said to me, when I get out, because his brother, Garth, told him about me making videos of cooking stuff. And then he'd tell Garth, like, well, does Mom ever make anything for you guys? And Garth's like, yeah, you got to bug her, but she'll make it for you if you bug her enough. He said, that's how I get my way. I'm like, I'm glad you told me that, Todd, because now I'm going to tell Garth the next time he asks me for something, you ain't bugged enough yet, buddy. Come on. You know how much bugging you got to do if you want something. Okay, I'd say this is getting pretty damn... I'm going to have to make sure that pan is hot. Okay. Anyways, he wants a ham dinner. And I said, well, guess what? I went to that meat place on Wilder and at Easter time, and I got, well, actually before, that's where I got the ham for Linda's cheesy scalloped potatoes and ham. That's where I got the ham, and I put half of that in that dish that I made, and then the other half is what I made at Easter time. Well, I've got another full one. So I told him, yep, when you get out, I will make you a ham dinner. So, we're going to move this. I'm going to have to unplug you. I'm pushing 11 minutes. I'm trying to hurry. I am, people. Trust me. So, he's got a ham dinner coming. Gotta get this hot pretty quick. So he's got a ham dinner, and he says, well, can I put in requests for other stuff? I says, why don't you get out first? You get out first, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, I got the oil in there because I want to make sure when I make these up, I got my towel here, wrap my hands up. But he says that he's got other requests, like he wants pork chops. I make a smothered pork chop. He loves them. So he's already putting in requests, and he's not even out of prison. And I can't wait for him to get out because he's been in there a while. He said one thing to me. I walk up, because my boys are taller than me, obviously. Garth, I think, is the tallest. But Todd walks up to me, and he's like standing next to me, and he's looking down on me, and he goes, geez, Mom, I don't remember you being this short. Are you shrinking? I'm like, keep it up, buddy. He goes, and gray hair. I don't remember you having that much gray hair. I'm like, now you're pushing it. He's like, I'm kidding. And he puts his arm around me, and he looks up over at Jesse. He goes, it's like, yeah, you little punk ass. Oh, come on, get it hot. All right. So, just lay one down. Ooh, sizzle, sizzle. See, I have to keep them kind of out while I make them, but once they're done, and then I make the gravy, that's going to go in this frying pan, because it's the deep frying pan. It'll work out good. I'm going to brown the outside of them really good. Then I'll make the gravy, and then that's how they'll cook the rest of the way. But I just make them kind of like, I don't want to say a hamburger, maybe an oval-sized hamburger. But that way, they'll go on top of scoop a big thing of mashed potatoes, and then put this right on top, and then pour the gravy on it. I'm not going to get all this meat in this pan. I might be able to get 2 more in there. And then I will shut the video off and come back when it's brown, and I get ready to put I'll have to get another frying pan out to put the rest of the meat here. Oh, please. Okay. This is going to get dirty anyhow. So now I'm going to probably put some more salt and pepper on it. But that's starting of them right there. And that's what I got left, so I'm going to have to put that in another pan and get that started. But this is where I'm at here. I'll probably just add some more seasons to it. And then I will get another frying pan out and get that fried up. I need to get them browned really good because that way I know they'll stay together. And then I've got two things. I'm using fresh mushrooms, actually. I'm not going to, I got 2 packages of them. I'm just getting the whites sliced. I got 2 packages of these. That'll go in the gravy. That other onion's going to get sliced. That'll go in the gravy, and then it'll be a thick brown gravy. I will put some Worcestershire in the gravy too because I like Worcestershire. But let's let this go for now. Like I said, I'm just going to add some seasons to it. Make sure they're nice and browned on both sides. Not cooked completely through, but close enough. And then I will go ahead and bring you back and start on for the second half. I'm at 15 minutes, going on 16. Be back shortly. Bye, y'all.